What up?
Parting? Did something terrible happen
Oh,
again?
Have you heard?
what be that black
I smell rabbit.
square? Um, no. No. Nope, that's the sheeple. That's not the right one.
The rite of parting?
Um,
Something terrible happen again?
well, no, I got rid of the zoom in.
The rite of parting.
Oh, that's Snake RX.
I keep
Interesting.
watch. You leave, you call me.
What up, Cassie? How much longer does this last? 6 days? I'll do that at some point. What up? We're here. We're playing Genshin. Chillin'. Like a villain. Not really. Today's been a bad day. Gonna be real. I've been sick. Yep, I've been sick majority of today. Here's the hydrate for you. You know what? I'm gonna do something. Yeah, so I've been not feeling too well all day today. A variety of issues, actually. One of which I don't want to say on stream. But, I ended up calling out of work today. Resting and hydrating and trying to feel better. I feel better-ish. Still have a little bit of a headache and stomach pains. But, you know, we good now. I mean, hopefully I'm good. Let's do this real quick. Oops. Quality. There we go. None of you guys are... We'll get to that person in a moment, by the way. I know a lot of you are like, hey, I see who you have. We'll get to it in a bit. Also, Sucrose, you are attacking a lot faster than I thought you... Is this because I finally maxed out your weapon? Is that the only reason why Sucrose is actually really fast right now? I don't think so. Weird.
Leave it to me.
Wait, Amber, did I max you out? No. Also, you were not the one who was there, Albeta was. Where's Albeta? There we go.
In the field.
So yeah, I have, Kazuha. Dude's pretty cool. He's not maxed out because I totally forgot that these things are needed. I have enough of these. I don't really have enough of these, but I can get more.
I guess I'll post an expedition at the Adventurers Guild.
But yeah. Sorry. Trying to get stuff taken care of. So, we're gonna do Kazuha's quest. Get that all taken care of. And then go from there.
Should I choose?
Worked out today? Nice. I need to work out. Because I am fat. But it's all good. We're gonna be doing Demon Souls again here soon. I should also visit this place, because I haven't in a while. Admittedly. Apparently this is how people have been getting, like, friendship levels really fast, but I also just don't
Would you
care too much about this area. Damn. Alright, Zhangling's level 7. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this place for 2 days, so, yeah. Like, the Vial of Adeptal Speed, like, I could get if I really wanted to. But realistically, like, I'm just trying to get all these. There.
If you ever have any questions about the realm within,
Yeah. Alright, let's go, nope. Get these real quick. And then we are gonna go do the quest. So we're just, the main focus for today is getting the quest done. Is my traveling dude in my teapot? No. Kind of like, I'm making sure the people I don't use are in the teapot, so. Yeah. Anyway, here we go.
are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss.
I still can't accept
Well,
it.
Keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. When the
Aww.
going gets tough, the tough get going. Right?
Yeah, but there must be more to this than meets the eye.
We needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us.
Probably.
And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
Well, thank you, Paimon.
Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
Well, we still have to find the unknown god, right?
Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place?
Yup.
You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
And we need to get the answers.
Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
It's Inazuma time.
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
We're thinking, try to think of somebody.
Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Lea Harbor. She's from Inazuma. Let's see what she
Atsuko.
has to say.
I don't remember who Atsuko is. But this is Chapter 2 Prologue. Autumn Winds, Scarlet Leaves. Talk to Atsuko. I don't think Atsuko's anybody, like, super important. If we met Atsuko? I mean, it's very heavily implied that for the Traveler and Paimon to be talking to literally everyone in every town. So it's possible it's like, oh yeah, we've already known about this person. Or this could be generic looking NPC number 72. And guess what? It's generic looking NPC number 72. Hello!
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
Kind of.
To ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person!
What is the
But
way?
the chance of success is incredibly small.
Aww.
Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first
I feel like it's easier to get out of than get
It was
in.
in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was.
Oh.
All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for
Oh, no
I
NPC.
don't know
Gotcha.
how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
Well, did someone from Liwa save you?
That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
It's also really weird to figure out who's from, like, Inazuma and who's not. Because, like, if they have a name that's, like, remotely Japanese, because that's what Inazuma's based off of for some reason, you'll know they're from Inazuma. Like, Kazuha, Zuko. They just, for some reason, their origin sounds
And you
Japanese.
set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because
guess so.
everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and
Oh yeah,
I felt like I didn't belong there.
Ayaka. True.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Chising. One of the
Gotcha.
obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling.
Yeah, because they don't like people with visions for
It
some
doesn't feel
reason.
good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
There probably is pineapple.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma.
Okay.
And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Well,
Seems like
we can
you
sneak
really
in,
don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
but they have
They only
Rito.
set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But
Okay.
if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
Which is?
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
Yeah,
That's
Paimon will
not
be
what I
fun.
meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma.
Oh, like,
They're well
Crux
known
Fleet is,
anyway.
Beidou's,
Voyaging
right?
far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences.
I think the Crux Fleet's
They may just
Beidou's
know
group.
how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That
Yeah, I
part
gotcha.
is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou,
Or
then the
Beidou,
hardest
sorry.
part will be out of the way. The
give it a
Alcor
try.
is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
Who has been with our team since the very beginning. Literally, we have, with the, like, they've been on our team since the literal beginning. Beidou's gonna be like, ah, who are you, a new traveler? Coming to my ship? I see. Well, what is it that you want, traveler? And it's like, well, you see, I need to go to Inazuma. It's like, well, this is our first time meeting. You have to prove yourself. Meanwhile, what was the easiest way to do this? I mean, I think this works.
Into the wind.
I'm sure you're supposed to use like cryo or something. I don't know what R2 does, but I don't know if I want to do it. On.
Yeah. Follow the wind.
Oh! You can just keep doing that. Interesting. Well, good thing I have Kazuha. Hello, I'm on the ship! Oh, it's you two.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right?
My reputation precedes me. We definitely have not met you before numerous times.
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person.
We played through this entire game and have you on our
Judging by the
team.
clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
This floating thing.
Hey, the name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Your floating thing now.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Hi.
The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
However, he understands that we have both the Animo Archon and the Geo Archon with us, essentially. And
Pay it no heed.
stars.
I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
So, is this guy a bard
You're
again?
not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary
Kaidahara.
addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Oh, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Yeah.
Only if
she's
the mood
just
takes
chilling.
me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Dude's a poet and I love him already.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute, what's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
You mean Razor.
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it?
Nope.
The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it.
I don't think we have martial
Got
arts.
Nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you.
Fair.
Two,
Okay.
you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
Don't have a vision, but
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
apparently.
We didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after.
Is it entrance to Inazuma?
Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Tried by
Masterless.
myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
It doesn't have a
When the
master.
vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen.
Interesting.
But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent.
Probably
Organizing
us.
the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So
Cool.
if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not super interested though.
We're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Yep.
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
Oh, that's
I
easy.
just
Cool.
want her to take part in your tournament.
Which is true. I'm fine with it.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
That's
What are
fair.
we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
I'm not worried. We're all level 90 and maxed out.
Let's get you
We're
signed
good.
up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
Cool.
Seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
You seem very... Okay. The Gathering Storm. Also, it's this place. They just bring out level 150 Ascensions. All of a sudden, it's like, everyone can be a level 150 now. It's like, oh, I don't like this. Also, it's like, oh, by the way, you have to use the Traveler. And I'm going to be like, okay, well, the Traveler has nothing. Like, legitimately, I haven't used the Traveler since I started the game. After I found out that the Traveler doesn't have friendship. I mean, I'm glad to hear that it was a breeze. So, I will point out though, Pineapple, because I tend to go through my friends list. So this is something I've been doing recently. I tend to go through my friends list and be like, oh, let's see what does information. And this person only has a level 1 catching because they're making a statement. But like, I'll check things and I'm like, oh, Pineapple's 55. I forgot about that. Pineapple, you have no level 90s. And you're spreading your experience up too far. Okay.
Beta said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Let's talk to this dude. He seems big and built.
Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
I would just want to take a
Well,
look around
I'd
first.
have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The
Gotcha.
Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for
Hey,
show
what up,
or
Galaxy
skill
Kitty?
is gonna
Welcome to
get
the stream.
their
How's it
butt handed
going?
to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So,
Bennett 90. All right then.
are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Former runner. I got second place and I quit after that. Good job.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
Sapphire. I figured as much. I figured. Have you been, Sapphire?
Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part.
Okay.
Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Sounds impressive.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still
Drunk?
got the upper hand.
I get you.
I'm
I
not
get
saying I
you.
came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them. And hand them over to the Millilith.
I get the feeling that this is going to be
Quite
easy.
commendation. Oh yeah.
Also,
But
oh
for
yeah!
us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Thanks for letting us know.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
What? We're not a child. Rude. Hello. How are you two? How do you two feel?
Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us.
This guy has a familiar voice and I can't figure out why.
This tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Masterless vision.
With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
Master of
Masterless.
yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
The Lingshan
You
clan?
probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself, anyway.
Are we
He's
sure
thought
about
to be
this?
a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, He teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Okay, what's that?
Dispersal?
What's force
It's a type of
dispersal?
breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One
Bye,
time,
Pineapple,
he
take
sent
it
a
easy.
challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Is that really possible?
Sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics.
Wonder who this guy
No way
is.
we
He sounds
use
powerful.
vision.
I want to beat him up. Sorry, what?
Clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
Tuition. This guy is just conning him. They're totally conning. This
Of
conning.
course. This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show yourself.
They're being conned. Easily conned.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
Guhua? The Guhua geek? Zingshaw?
So, if we can get our hands on a vision
Yeah.
too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Might be other reasons,
Well,
but
we
sure.
have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
That's
See
the
you in
spirit.
arena.
Later, peoples. The Guhua geek. Good old Zingshaw. Just chilling. Are you good, buddy? You look like you're tired.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
Oh crap, we're already a rival. Let's fucking
Here
go.
for the tournament?
You better believe it.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Want to become an adventurer?
Oh, no. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person.
A
I
perfect
know
person?
how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially.
You seem like an asshole.
In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet. Because there's one thing
So
I'm
much
still
punching
missing.
punched in the
A
dick.
vision.
Punch
You
you
have so
in
much
the dick.
self-confidence.
Do you have tournament
That's
experience?
not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf.
So you have no fighting experience, and you're just
I've also
okay.
brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
I'm sure you have,
I seem
buddy.
to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today. Now then.
We're gonna punch him in the dick.
I need to
I'm
finish my
me crushing his
pre-competition
baby maker.
routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
He's gonna lose round one. Calling it.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Everyone knows
Let's
they're.
go sign up.
Meanwhile, everyone else is just like, who the fuck are
She's a
you?
village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up.
Arm wrestling champion. Oh, it's just. Boom.
Next, please. What's your name?
Hi.
Wait,
Belka.
aren't you?
Hi.
Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Sup?
Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
Actually, technically, don't have a vision.
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Yep.
It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Yep.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
Man, we're
You're
popular.
aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
Yeah, I don't have one.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep. But I don't have a vision.
She still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie.
Yeah, true,
Could I
Sapphire,
ask you to
true.
provide a few claims to fame?
Claims to fame.
It's
I
just a
mean,
formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process.
okay.
So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, I saved defeat a Fatui Harbinger.
And also a dragon, too. Put down Battle with Storm Terror.
Whoa.
We're just
Clear her
chilling.
the champion already.
No, we got this.
I
It'll
wonder
be
if
fine.
it's too late to withdraw.
No, don't worry.
That's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot.
Why are we here? We're just beating up innocent people.
Right.
This is so
Your
bad.
registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize.
Yeah, Smug Louie
A
is so great,
hero
true.
such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Paimon, shut
They have to
up.
up the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
Because why
I
not?
see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
Everyone's misunderstanding
Well,
the situation.
Nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it
I like how
myself,
that
to be
guy in the
honest.
background. Look at the guy in the background. He's like, "Oh fuck yeah, Bobby, let's go, let's fucking go."
Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know,
Makes
just
sense.
to avoid any misunderstandings.
Makes sense. So just only attack.
Looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? All
Yeah,
right,
easy.
It's showtime. You got this.
Can I
You
be
seem like
Razor,
you're raring
please?
to go. Are you ready to compete?
I'm ready.
Then please follow me into the arena.
So how can I be Razor, or am I stuck being Volika?
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
Hello, it's me.
You're the hero they're talking about?
Hi.
Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
Good question. Sup? Poop.
Strange guy. How was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that
It's just beating up people.
Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I'm just beating up innocent people. What's happening? Bidu! Bidu! I just beat up somebody. Is that okay?
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite.
That guy also was a
So,
treasure
what do you
hoarder.
think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
True.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Yeah, no, I was jumping
I
around.
fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability.
Yep.
So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
Yeah.
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise.
All of a sudden just start shit talking us.
You fought well.
Great character. 10 out of 10. Love him.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
Well, didn't know I was super popular.
Well,
Technically don't even have anything.
You as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right?
Kazuha,
So,
am I about to fight him?
I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
What? I want to beat up innocent people. I mean, no.
Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise.
Gotcha.
Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
That's fair.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right,
very fair.
I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
Okay. After a long wait, your opponent in the semifinals is finally decided.
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
So wait.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior.
Who is
You
it?
may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
I won't,
Very well.
Mr. Butterfly, buddy.
Show me that you are ready to push through
True.
the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Who are we up against? It's one of the other three that we just talked about.
The semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
I wonder who it
I do not
is.
doubt
Let's
your
go,
abilities,
Hugui.
but
Yeet.
I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared.
No,
before
he has a
you
vision.
begin.
Never mind. We're only fighting people who don't have visions.
My girl's at the top of her game. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
follow
ready.
me.
No more Paimon. Just shush. Who are we fighting? Wrong
Last,
she.
the moment we've all been waiting for. The
God.
semifinals have
Oh, God.
begun.
He's got fits.
Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or
He's
the
got
dark
fits.
horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, that's great. Ah. Dude just got fists of fury. Ow. Why do I have so much HP? Why do I have so much HP all of a sudden? You're a treasure hoarder too. Get away from me.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling.
Hello.
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Are you a masochist? I didn't believe you had the potential to be champion.
For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried.
I was not worried at all.
If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one.
Okay.
Mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Not a lot of people do.
You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
Makes sense.
Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
I like this guy. Can somebody give this guy a vision, please? I want him on my team.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
So will I.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
Interesting.
Don't get too cocky.
Oh, Is it somebody with the thing that technically we don't know about, but we do know about?
Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, Yoon. Who is it? Is it you?
It's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
Thanks!
I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
You're good.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Yeah, who is it?
Yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my
Aww.
stature, I have no fear of squaring off with
Hey, what up,
physically
Cheese?
strong
Let's go.
opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league.
Yeah, agility usually
Still,
beats.
I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Lang, what happened to your friend?
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Sounds
His
about right.
opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply.
G frickin' G. And I'm feeling alright. Stomach still
Why
hurts,
don't you
but
dodge, they
whatever.
ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
How did your
Don't
match
even
go?
Get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't
Aww.
dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry,
Okay.
I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Okay.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Yeah, hang in there,
Thanks. I'll do
because
my best.
you're getting conned and that guy's making money.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
So who's our final buddy?
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Yeah, who's the buddy?
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
Dude, he's
I can
happy with
sense
us.
that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match.
Nah, we were fine. We
But
beat
you were
it
quick to
easily.
adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
You have a keen eye,
In
buddy.
fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
Who noticed the same thing?
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
It sure is, even though I haven't been used in ages.
Will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not
quick.
exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style.
Okay.
As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles.
Okay.
What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
I better be
If
safe
that
than
is
sorry.
the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling
You
path
and
of a
Sing Shaw
wandering
would be
samurai,
great friends.
Is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill?
True.
I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set.
We'll be
Given your
fine.
talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
That's true.
You betcha.
We get all sorts of information.
We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces.
Broken.
I
True.
sense that
Apparently.
many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Okay. Post-match entertainment. Are we getting a lap dance? Sorry. What? More peaceful location. Wait, that's not a peaceful location. That's where a Searson mage is. Yeah, apparently the mage is gone, but, you know, close enough. Sup, buddy? What if I talk to you as you, huh?
Let me cut to the heart of the matter.
So,
You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
yeah, you know.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
Correct.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings.
True, even though I've not
If
used
I'm
them in
not
ages.
mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yeah, but how'd you know, buddy?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind.
The wild.
And the
Sorry,
whispers
what?
of the leaves.
Breath of the Wild.
It
Sorry.
is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
He doesn't have a reason to lie, let's be
My humble
real.
abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision.
Maybe I'm not
Not
human.
to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Yeah, Paimon's someone mysterious.
Evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Not really.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
All I did was touch a statue of the Seven. What up, Soups?
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's thanks to Paimon telling me to press the R1 button and the R2 button and the triangle button sometimes.
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind.
Yeah,
It's
press.
been a long
Look
journey,
at crabs. Oh,
and
bye,
many
crabs.
things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all.
We might be from
Honestly, even
Conria.
Paimon doesn't understand
Don't worry
how it
about
all
that part,
works.
though.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me.
Okay.
Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Fair
Now
enough.
then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Am I about to fight you? Defeat the monsters. Okay. I did it. My elemental abilities. What? This is not Lumine? I don't know what you're talking about. This is definitely Lumine. I don't know what you're talking about. 100% Lumine. Wait a second. Look at me. I'm you.
Leaves, adorn my night.
Don't worry. This is fine. Oh man, that was crazy. I feel like I became a whole new person. Wait a second. You look familiar.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He
Okay.
relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
I will not underestimate this random person.
If anything, I should be thanking you for the
Oh, it started
opportunity to
yesterday,
witness
Soups.
your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the
Makes
gods'
sense, Cassie, makes
decision
sense.
to grant humans these visions.
I was sick
My
today.
apologies.
Still kind of am, so
You
didn't get a
must
chance
be
to play or do
completely in
anything.
the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
Well, yeah, enlighten
So
me.
that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma.
Yep.
Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
So is this how they're explaining why none of the new characters that we've seen have been Electro? Because we've had Lisa, Ketching, Razor. Why are those? Beidou, right? That's 4. Is there any other ones that I can think of? Fischl, 5. Is that it? Interesting.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people?
Apparently nothing
Goes
but
without
death.
saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds about right.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
I'm not really
With
sure.
time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same.
We'll see if they
you wish
are.
to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah,
The
the
close-up.
time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Sure, let's go
Very well.
together.
Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
It will be me! Wahaha! Wario! Waluigi too.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please!
Something tells me that we've been spied on by this other person and is
We've
gonna
reached
say
the
that they're an
climax of
elemental
the Crux
We have
clash.
elemental
This
stuff.
is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow!
Hooray! It's me!
Waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
Where is he?
Come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Get the...
We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Is it that guy back there?
Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, Come with us.
Oh, did the person just steal it? They totally stole it.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze.
True.
The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be
It's probably somebody with the fatui calling it.
Well, if you insist.
Wonder if it's somebody who has a delusion.
I'll stay
Could be.
here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
How many people in chat know what a delusion is in this game? Where could we possibly... Paimon!
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Paimon doesn't exist anymore! Paimon's gone!
Time to go.
Paimon's
A
gone.
wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
It's a Fatui Harbinger.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
It was a Fatui!
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
What do the winds sound like?
Hubris.
Hubris.
Follow me. There may
Man,
be an
hubris
ambush
is
waiting for
crazy.
us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Yeah, we're fine. We understand. Yeah, by the way, I don't know how many people in chat know what a delusion is, but...
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Please stand back. We're good. Talk to the treasure hoarder who has stolen the vision. Hello.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze.
Illusions are
Additionally,
interesting.
your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you.
Damn.
In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
Damn.
You!
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Style is the most important, true.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters.
So you are the
Fought my
final
way to
person.
the finals and
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since
Oh,
there was
damn.
no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Well, you got no else to run.
Drat. This should have gone differently.
Well, there'll be consequences.
I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine.
We'll let you go.
You better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
Yeah, because you're an asshole.
According to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Damn.
You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet.
Ooh.
It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Damn. Damn.
Wow, we don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Come, Kazuha! Kazuha, please! And dead.
Just a temporary...
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Damn.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment?
Do you want to get killed?
Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
The treasure hoarder leaves in a frenzy. Ah!
Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened.
So you're planning this all along.
I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
Sure, why not?
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No
Aww.
matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
But yeah, why are you so determined?
What's the story behind this vision anyway?
Is this your best
The
friend?
story begins with an old friend.
Oh, yep, it is. Let's watch Color.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps
Damn.
one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned.
Who are you talking more? I'm here to
Don't
listen.
let my feelings trouble you.
Oh, it's no trouble.
Thank you.
It's no trouble, buddy. We're here for you, dude. Also, the Shogun looks really cool. Just saying. But want her on my team? I think it would be cute. It would be nice for it to end the Inazuma arc once that happens. Because I get the feeling like that would be a way to end the Inazuma arc, is Kazuha having his friend's vision reignited by somebody. Because it was an electro vision. And since it was an electro vision, he should be like, once the electro archon's on our side, like, we should be good. Also, with the vision on Decree, I guess it makes sense that we're able to go through because we don't have a vision. So
Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention.
Oh.
Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
Oh, man.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed
maybe.
she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened?
Yep.
If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Hell
I
yeah.
thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
Not like this at
It doesn't
all.
matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
So we'll be able to go to
Yes,
Inazuma?
I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word.
True.
But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Okay.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's not
Venti
forget
and
that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest.
True.
Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made.
Gotcha.
In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Same.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
What a good start. Autumn Winds, Scarlet. Oh, I did this, by the way. Don't worry about that. And chance to go to Inazuma on the board of Alcor, earn your first victory in the Crux Clash, and complete Autumn Winds, Scarlet Leaves. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, that was an eventful... A very, very eventful mission. And it's kind of gets us the next steps into going to Inazuma. Now, does that mean that the steps to going to Inazuma now revolve around... Sorry, how do I put this? I'm thinking now that it's possible for the next update to be entering Inazuma, but I don't think that's going to be 1.7. Because right now we're at 1.6. So what would entail 1.7? That's the question. Because, like, there's got to be something that happens before we go to Inazuma. Like, something is telling me that there is something we will do before we go to Inazuma. But the question is, what? Oh, shit. As you can tell, it's been a while since I've faced this thing. It's been a hot minute since I have faced the Animo Hypostasis. A hot minute. It'll be interesting to see. I was talking to Cheese earlier, and I was talking to somebody else about what 1.7 would entail, because I fully believe that it's going to go 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, 2.0 being Inazuma. And it's just, and 2.0 will just be Inazuma. Like, it won't be Inazuma plus a different continent. Like, it would just be Inazuma. So I'm gonna say that 2.0 is just preparations for getting to Inazuma. Or sorry, Chapter 2, rather, is preparations for getting to Inazuma. And then Chapter 3 is essentially dealing with the Electro Archon. That is what, like, that's what my soul is telling me. But, like, that's all I got. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Also, it is, I just realized, a new, it's a new month right now, which means the shop has updated. These next few banners are just reruns. Yeah, it could be reruns. You never know, really. You know, I was gonna see if any of the, because, you know, there's still leakers and everything around. I'm still curious if any of the leakers have any things. Also, since we're here, let me just do this real quick. Let's see. I am also just trying to think of... Yeah, I think grabbing this is fine. Because I'm going to need it for Kazuha anyway. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So we have 6 right here that we can craft. I'm just trying to do some mental math in my head right now. So I've only been able to make 2. It's gonna take some time. Anyway, I still need to pick up flowers. That's another thing I gotta do. I'm probably gonna do a lot more of this off stream, is just kind of going around this area, picking up flowers and stuff, but... Because that's really the only thing I'm missing, is Animo and these flowers. I don't know if there's supposed to be a good place to farm the flowers here. But, I mean, I could go to other people's worlds and just take theirs. Which might be something I do. But I know there's quite a lot of people who, you know, want to do specific things. Actually, Cheese, can I take the flowers from your world, since I know you don't have, Kazuha? Not trying to rub it in or anything, it's just, since you don't have them, I could probably grab the flowers from your world. Sure. Cool. Yeah, I've been kind of just running around the same areas, just collecting the flowers. I already have all of the samurai parts, so like that's fine. And then the treasure hoarder medallions, like they're super easy too. It's just the rest of them. I'm curious to know what's gonna happen in 1.7 and like if there's any information about it. Also, we're not gonna do achievements or anything today. I would rather just we have a lot to get done today, so I'm just gonna focus on this. What's up, Razor? All right. Also, can I point out that the game is so expansive and so like vast that while King Cheese is currently in Mondstadt, that I'm able to go here. Can I just point that out? Like, the fact that I'm able to do this is pretty amazing. Let me real quickly check, honestly. I'm gonna pull up this on the side. Let me see. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if there's like any if there's any like updates or like any information on the general thingamadoo. I'm gonna head over to this island because I think this island actually does have some stuff. So while we just slowly swim over there, I will check, just seeing if there's anything. See. Just checking something. Excuse me. Okay. I see. I see something. Okay. So currently there doesn't seem to be anything hinting at a 1.7. At least from what's being shown. But the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm not sure. I think I have a theory. All right? I think I have a theory, and I think this is probably the best way to put it. Like, I'm just kind of looking at like what's being shown, what people have found, and like what beta testers are doing. Because yeah, there's beta tests going on right now for 2.0 and such. I believe it's people who are part of the Genshin Impact. Like, there's a partner program for Genshin Impact. I think people from those are able to get into the beta and like kind of they're supposed to show, like, not show anything, and they're supposed to just kind of keep things quiet. But obviously, sometimes they'll just tell some of the leakers, just like what's going on. Right now, they're showing off a lot of 2.0 stuff, and a lot of, like, characters that are being shown in 2.0. Haven't talked about 1.7 at all. That's leading me to believe that 1.7, 1.8, and probably 1.9. Because I would be a little bit surprised if they didn't do those three. Just because this seems like it's a game that's kind of going along that formula. Though I don't know how Honkai, like Honkai Impact 3rd, handled their updates and such. But it seems to me that 1.7 would be 2 reruns. 1.8 would be 2 reruns, and 1.9 would probably be a new character plus a rerun to set the stage for the Inazuma update. That's what it's seeming like to me. It was more so like I'm kind of hoping that that's the case, but being honest, like, it seems to me that that would be what they might try to go for. The reason I'm pointing this out, though, is, like, it just, to me personally, it just doesn't make sense if you just kind of jump from, like, 1.6 to 2.0. Like, you've been following the same, like, kind of clear-cut path this entire time. Why don't we go from there? Yeah, we do have quite a few characters waiting for a rerun. So, but I don't even think it's going to be reruns. I think it's also going to be specific banners, because we did have a catching banner. Remember? We did have a catching banner where catching rates were increased. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's, like, suddenly a Chi-Chi banner, or a Mona banner, or a Jean banner, or like something along those lines. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if that happened. And I honestly think they will do that, just so that way people can focus on getting their characters ready for 2.0. And that way they still have some stories from other things. Right, because Primos. We'll have to see. There is also one character that a lot of people seemingly forget exists, even though, I mean, I can understand why. There's one character that people seemingly forget, though, that definitely has a vision, that definitely will be part of our team at some point, and that's Baiju, the pharmacy dude that works with Chi-Chi. Like, Baiju is an Anemo user, right? Or he's Anemo or Dendro. I don't remember which. It's one of the green-looking ones. We haven't seen Baiju for... He's Dendro. Gotcha. I was like, it's one of the green ones. They're both shades of green. Come on, cut me some slack. We haven't seen Baiju yet, so it's like, where does Baiju come in all this? Because we've seen this character, and pretty much every character that we've seen that has a unique model does have some relevance and does join the party usually at some point, at least up to this point. Only exceptions are the Saritsa girl. I forgot her name. I think it's just Saritsa. So there's her, and there's also Baiju. There's one more, and I can't think of it. Yao Yao? Wait a second, isn't that who... Or does she talk about somebody else? Voiceover. Keep going down. Yeah, Yao Yao, right? Because Yao Yao is one of the... Oh my gosh, I was still falling. That was weird. From Chi-Chi's banner. So, like, there's still that character. Like, there's still things that we need to get kind of cleared up before we can move on to Inazuma. Because why just, like... Oh. I was like, why is there a chest here? I don't remember there being a chest here. Now it makes sense why there's a chest there. Yeah, it just, to me, it makes sense that there's gonna be more reruns and just maybe few new characters. I mean, there's also some other people who are part of this game who still don't have, like, actual proper story quests. Sure, we have Chongyun, right, who has the hangout. We have Noelle, who has the hangout. We have Diona, who has the hangout. We have Bennett, who got featured in the Love Poetry, the Windbloom Festival. And we have somebody else that's part of Hangouts. Who else is part of Hangouts? Barbara. Barbara's been featured numerous times. But Jinyan, yeah, has nothing. Which is really surprising, like... Also, from what I've heard, because we haven't done the Hangout events, and I'm not avoiding the Hangout events. I'm just saving them for a better time, admittedly. So we will be doing those probably relatively soon. But like, Jinyan doesn't have one. Xingqiao, it's been ages since we've heard from the Guhug Geek. Mona still seems to be a core importance to Inazuma. Which, yeah, that's something else to kind of expand upon. Mona knew that Scaramouche was one of the Harbingers. And seems to have some sort of connections with Inazuma in part of her story. Or it was part of official story, actually. Like, there's still so many stories that need to be kind of, I wouldn't say wrapped up, but need to be expounded upon. And, like, I think before they go to Inazuma, they'll focus on those stories. Like, I don't see them leaving them open-ended for right now. And I also, like, there's so many, like, things that I feel like still need to be, like, kind of worked upon. So I don't foresee there being any, like, big issues, right? Well, let's just keep flying up. Because, like, if you think about it, right? If you think about it, there's still so many storylines that still haven't been, like, expounded upon. There's still stuff, like, that we just don't know about certain characters. And if they try to incorporate them into Inazuma, you have Inazuma chaos now happening alongside Mondstadt and Liyue. Which means that unless MiHoYo has, like, a bigger team, which maybe they do. Maybe MiHoYo actually has a bigger team. And that's what's going on. But let's say if they still have the same team, then we're going to be kind of getting shortcut for quite a few, like, storylines, admittedly. We'll probably not get too much information on quite a lot of storylines. But if their team is bigger, which I have to imagine that their team has expanded since Genshin Impact has gone live, I imagine that they're going to be working on quite a lot of things in simultaneous groups. Like having a team focus on one person's story, having another team focus on Inazuma, have another team focus on... There's just so much that could be focused on, you know? So... Also, how many of these flowers have I gotten? Oh, okay, I have enough. Cool. Problem is, I don't have too many of these books. I think I could get them to 80, but now getting them higher than 80 is going to be a little bit of a chore. Excuse me. Now I need a lot of things. Which luckily I can just grab a lot of these flowers as time goes on. Oh boy. I'm gonna take off my hat, by the way, because it's starting to hurt my head, like, insane amounts. Also, that was just painful. Being sick sucks. Just being real. Being sick sucks. Luckily it's not coughing, it's just pain everywhere. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at, though, is that there's still a lot that needs to be finished when it comes to Genshin. And right now, like, the stories for Genshin Impact have been absolutely amazing thus far. And I'm excited to see where they go with a lot of it. We just need to get there before Inazuma. I know a lot of people are super excited for Inazuma, but there's also, you know, it's going to take us some time before we get there. I hope people end up realizing that before we get there. Now, that being said, obviously I'm still going to be working on getting my teams organized for that point. Like I said, 3 of my teams are actually in really good position right now. Sorry, three characters, I should say, are actually in really good position for things. I just need to get like Tartaglia, the artifacts, and go from there. But the big thing that I've been focusing on lately is just getting Kazuha to level 90. And at the same time, I've also been working on Kazuha's friendship level. So trying to get that friendship level up and get everyone's friendship to 10. Which, I will say, I was doing a bit of math and kind of, like, keeping an eye out on things. If, and this is a big if, I just want y'all to know. If I continue the grind that I am doing right now, if 2.0 happens at the time that I think it will. Let's say there is 1.7 and 1.8 and 1.9. I think I'll be AR 58 by that point, which is cool. So I'll be one of the highest adventure ranks out there. If they make adventure ranks past 60, I'm going to be a little upset because then it's going to feel like a farther dream. But like at the same time, I'll be fine because I'll just keep grinding because I love this game. But I should have almost everybody to rank 10 friendship. I won't have everybody to rank 10 friendship, but I will have almost everybody. Assuming I handle it all correctly and assuming I end up finally deciding to do the house stuff. Reason I'm saying like almost is just because I would definitely have everyone at max friendship if I decide to use somebody else other than Razor for my first party member. But since nobody has actual skier that's not 10 friendship, it's not going to matter too much in that regard. So, yeah, it's going to be like almost level 10 for everybody. Dude, one of my dogs is just barking a ton downstairs. You guys can't hear it, hopefully, but it's crazy. Like, he has not stopped for the past few minutes, and he's probably fighting with somebody. So. Anywho. Yeah. Cheese, I'm going to... Thank you for letting me go to your world. I'm going to head out. I appreciate it. Samurai dude murdered you. As it happens. As it happens. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Right now with Genshin, I'm not going to say Genshin's going on a hiatus, because it really isn't. More than likely. Also, did these respawn over here? Because I actually need these real quick. They did. Boy, there's so much to work on. Yo. So for Genshin, right now my main plans for Genshin, if 2.0 is coming up, is just finishing all the achievements leading up to 2.0. I'm just gonna let you guys know that right now. So once there's been confirmation that the next update is 2.0, once that has full confirmation, we will barrel through like all the achievements. You guys will get a lot of Genshin streams where we just kind of focus achievements and not even just like supremely focusing achievements, but also doing the hangout events in between it. So just trying to get all the different pathways and listening to all of them and going from there. So if the next one is 1.7 though, if the next one is 1.7, then I'm not going to be too worried about it because we'll get through it in due time. But if they're like, hey, by the way, at 1.7, we're going to have more hangout events, I'm just going to be like, well, guess what? We're going to be here for a while. But I need to catch up on achievements and such. I've been kind of just putting a lot of them off. And I'll do a lot of them in a little bit. So after we fight this thing a few times, and by a few I mean 2, we are going to switch games to a brand new game that's part of the July's recommendation month. So once again, if you do recommend a game, it does have a chance to be played, and we're going to be focusing on getting through actually a lot of games relatively soon. So, yeah. Hope you guys are excited for this. But yeah, we have, if you guys check the docket today, there is actually a lot that is on the docket. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Because 2 of the games are actually very short. One of the games will be long. And then the final game is not even on this channel. Yeah, we have a lot to get done. That's really what it comes down to. So, let me see what we have over here. I'm gonna keep fighting that cube because the cube is actually way easier to fight than Samurai Boy. Yeah, I got 4 out of those. What else does Kazuha need? Kazuha needs, so I need 46 more flowers, and I need 21 of the treasure hoarder badges. Which I should be able to make quite a lot, honestly. Apparently, this is the one that I can make a lot of. I was like, one of these I should be able to make a lot of. I remember which one it is. Because treasure hoarders are always show up in the, they always show up on the ley lines. So I was like, I know I have a lot of them. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things has lost all its brothers. Anyway. So we kind of wait around a little bit before we go in there. Look at Stanley looking so sad. No one likes Stanley. But yeah. But we will be switching to the next game here shortly. Also, for those wondering, I do know about the commission regarding these pigeons. I will do it later. Or sorry, I do know about a commission that stems from another commission that gets me an achievement. And it does feature those pigeons, or the pigeon boy who usually stands out here. Yeah. I'll do that later. Hopefully relatively soon. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but yesterday I clocked the fuck out. Like yesterday, obviously I didn't stream because yesterday was my day off. But holy shit, guys, like yesterday was such a shit show. Like work-wise, that when I came home, I passed out. Not because I was tired, but because like mentally, I was so fucking fatigued. Like, God, work is really bad right now. Like it's not looking good. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. If you guys check Discord and check the venting thing of what I posted, it gives you kind of a TLDR of what happened and kind of where I fit in with all of it. It's not a fun time. So, frankly, I took today off for a different reason. Like I said, it's embarrassing. We're not going to go through it. Anywho. That should be enough time. Cube should be back. And what? We're about 2 hours into? I just realized that I needed to do this today. There is something, though, that once we get to the third game today, we are going to talk about. And I'm going to fanboy so fucking hard when we get to Dead by Daylight today. Not because of anything for Dead by Daylight, mind you. It's about something else. King Cheese knows what it is. But, you know, Dead by Daylight's my time to talk about other things, and I'm ready to fucking fanboy. Alright, so... Oh, it's about the thing we talked about yesterday. The one that got revealed yesterday. Okay, so as we finish fighting this, we are going to switch to another game here momentarily. That next game is going to be called Monster Loves You, which if you're watching the VOD right now, hope you guys enjoyed Genshin at least. Hope you enjoyed the Genshin VOD. I've been finding out a lot of people have been watching like the VODs all the way through. There's like only a handful of people, but like for those who have been watching the VODs, like they've been apparently going through all of them according to my analytics, which is crazy to me. Like appreciate going through all the VODs and such and watching them. Hope it's been entertaining for you guys. Hope it's been insightful. The VODs, by the way, they're really good for me because the reason I have the VODs, for those who are wondering, besides like remembering the streams, it's actually also for me to have at least a saved journey about all the games that I've played. Even if nobody watches them, like at least I can see and remember like all the stuff that I've done leading up to that point. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited with all the VODs. Also, every single VOD -4 are uploaded right now, except at the time of this. They just all need their good old thumbnails. That's it. Which we'll be working on a little bit later today. That's maxed. Jeez. Also, for some reason, Udapri is doing some insane things right now. So I'll hopefully worry about that later. Alright, so also by the way I hit 50 of this, so don't worry about that. Okay, so Genshin wise, we're done with Genshin for quite some time. I think I'll put Genshin in a random spot, in a random slot, so we can do the hangout events. Once we do the hangout events, we'll kind of go from there, but I mean, next time you guys see the game on the channel, Kazuha will be level 90. He's also already at friendship level 2. He'll be getting up there. And I'm just going to be slowly working on everyone's friendship levels moving forward. Also, since Tartaglia has his max weapon, Chi-Chi has her max weapon, Sucrose has her max weapon, and Razor does, I'm going to start working on everybody's artifact sets too. Just so that way I have at least a good team for, just a team for just general things that doesn't have anything to do with friendship. And then working on the second team. Did I already show off the second team? I know I showed off the first team. Second team was Ketchin, Ganyu, Klee, and Barbara. So essentially, instead of Anemo, we just have Ganyu just dealing insane amounts of damage. I actually do hope that they give us more team slots rather than 4. The main reason being is because, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 33 characters, which is double. A little more than double. Yeah, waifu's babysitting, true. Except for Jean. Jean's not there. So. Yeah. Hopefully they add more party slots, because I have a lot. And yeah, so achievement-wise, we're not going to do anything for this stream, but next time we're going to be getting these two taken care of. Next stream we'll get this all taken care of. And then I'm slowly making a list of these, of the Wonders of the World. Memories of the Heart, these are the hangout events, so we haven't done these just yet, but yeah. Going from there. Alright, so let me power this down. I'm gonna get you guys some music here real quick because I need to. I don't really need to set up the next stream per se, but like, I just gotta get. I'm gonna do something real quick. So we'll be back in a short moment for Monster Loves You. See you guys in a bit.